thought that it would ask us to save. Anyway. At least you don't have to. Temple of Helia. What?
Hey!
At last, I've been inspecting you, Lunar. You are doubtless overwhelming, so I'll explain things as simple as I can. This is the Temple of Helia, told it to come to know as the Cielo Temple sometime in the future. You stand in the past, ages before your own time. Here the gods Helia has only just sealed away demise. And the little time has passed since the gods sent the outcropping of rock to the sky that would one day become the Skyloft. It is true to its name. You have passed through the gate of time to an era in the distant past. You will have many questions, but for now you must proceed back through the great doors behind you. It is where that the person you've risked life and your blood to defend waits for. Right here. You've come so far, Lunar. I'm glad you made it. He can't believe what he's seeing. I imagine Nippon filled you in on everything. We've traveled very far from home, to a distant past. In this era, the wounds inflicted on the landing during the battle between the gods and the Demon King, known as the Mice, have not yet healed. All the fairy tales about that war we heard growing up in the Skyloft, incredible as that it may seem, they appear to be all too real. I think it's time you to learn the whole story. Let me try to explain. The old gods created the supreme power that gave anyone who possessed it the ability to shape reality and fulfill any desire. They call it the Triforce. In his thirst to make the world his own, Demise raided a massive army of monsters for war. He sought to take the Triforce for himself by force. The gods feared for her people. She used her power to send both them and the Triforce into the sky. On a slice of earth she cut away from the land. This floating rock became the new home of our people. In time, it came to be known as the Skyloft. After a long and fierce battle, the gods Helia succeeded in sealing away Demise. However, soon after the Demon King was imprisoned, it became clear that the seal would not hold long against his fearsome power. Helia had suffered grave injuries in her battle with the Demon King. She knew that if he broke free again, there would be no stopping him. And if the Demon King were to free himself, it would mean the end of the world for all beings of this land. In order to put an end to the Demon King, Helia devised two separate plans and set them both into motion. Link looks surprised. He just wants to hug you, Zelda. First, she created Fee. She made the spirit that resides in your soul to serve a single purpose, to assist her chosen hero on his mission. Her second plan was to abandon her divine form and transfer her soul to a body of a mortal. She made this sacrifice, as you have likely guessed, so that the supreme power created by the old gods could one day be used, while the supreme power of the Triforce was created by gods. All of its power can never be wielded by one. Knowing this power was her last and only hope, the gods gave up her divine powers and her immortal form. You've probably figured it out by now, haven't you, Lunar? You are the chosen hero, And I am Zelda. I am the gods reborn as a mortal. So now you know why is the legend of Zelda, because she's a goddess, Alti-san. The day of the ceremony, Girahin's tornado tossed me out of the sky and down to the world below. I was nearly captured by the demonic forces, but I was rescued at last, mourned by the old woman who lives in the sealed grounds. I had no memory at all of my existence as Hylia, but she explained it to me. She helped me to remember who I was and what I had to do. I set out to pray at the goddess statue located in each temple across the land. Each statue stirred up memories within me. After I visited an Impa, agent of the gods, led me here to the past. All of it is part of the same great effort to prevent the revival of demise. Stripped of his true physical form by the seal that binds him, he takes the shape of an abomination. But even in his hideous state, he is more than capable of delivering his land if we allow him to do what he desires. We must stop him from freeing himself from the seal that imprisons him at any cost. That is why I intended to remain here in this time and place to sustain the seal as best as I can. As long as I continue this vigil, we may be able to prevent the Demon King from fully reviving himself in our own time. I must maintain the seal that Hylia, rather that I created so long ago, and keep it stronger for as long as I am able. With the memories of firm life returning to me, I can see now that it is my purpose. Lunar, the gods created Fee and the great blade she has part of for a very specific reason. For the task of standing against the Amais in the monster's form, he now assumes rests solely on your shoulders. Back in our time, you've already driven him back into his prison twice now. I can't thank you enough for that, Lunar. During your long journey, you've grown so much. You've learned wisdom from the solving devil's puzzles and the traps. You gained power by the honing and the tempering both yourself and your sword. And by overcoming the trials held before you by the gods, you will find the true courage. Now these qualities reside in you. You are worth of winning the power the old gods left behind for our kind. You can claim the triumphs. Valiant hero, you have endured many hardships and journeyed far in your quest to reach this place. Along your travels you have found wisdom, power, and courage, and for this I shall bless your sword with the gods' power. May to give you and your sword the strength to drive back the abomination that threatens this land. The mark you see upon your back, the mark you see up on the back of your hand is proof that you are the hero of the legend, and that within you dwells the secret power. It is the mark of the Triforce. Stand now, Lunar. Draw your sword. And that's the true Master Sword. The god has blessed your blade, and the Master Sword has at last achieved its ultimate form. The sword is now endowed with the mythical power to drive back demons, and only Lunar may wield it. Lunar, before I say another word, I felt like I owe you an apology. You see, the mark of the Triforce on your hand is a symbol of the greatest power in this world. If we can obtain the actual Triforce, we will have the power to vanquish demise once and for all. There probably is among the countless souls in T's world, only a selected few T's with an unbreakable spirit can wield its might. It's impossible to know the true reason why the old gods created the Triforce, but I have a theory of my own. The gods created the Triforce, yet they specifically designed it so that their own kind could never use its power. Somehow, I think that may have been their way of giving hope to all the mortal beings of the land. It should bring us back to you. To face demise and give the land hope, the gods Hylia needed someone with an unbreakable spirit. That someone is you, Lunar. But the spirit alone wasn't enough. You had to overcome many trials and awaken the hero within yourself so that you could wield that supreme power. And so here and so I. I knew that if it means saving Zelda, you would throw yourself head first into any danger without even a moment of doubt. I used you. You can't begin to tell you how sorry I am for pulling you into all of this, Lunar. But you have to understand it is a war, and the fate of the land hangs in the balance. I need your strength to tip the scales in our favor. Up that may be well-intentioned and true, but it doesn't mean it's right, and it doesn't excuse my actions. But I'm prepared to pay the price for what I've done. To ensure that the seal holds, I remain here in this time, deep in sleep for thousands of years. She's crying. Lunar, I can't say it enough. I'm so sorry for the way I had to adopt the Yolintis. But due to my memory of things before our lifetime returned to me, I had no idea where we're fated to carry such a heavy destiny. Before all this, I was happy just spending my days hanging around with you in Skyloft. I wanted the feeling to last forever. This feeling to last forever. Dude! Deja vu anyone? Why it is true that I am a Helium reborn, to still my father, daughters, and your friend. I'm still your Zelda. When demise is finally gone, there will be no more need for the seal that binds in, and then I'll be able to wake up. So I'm going to ask you a favor, sleepyhead. Ever since we were kids, I'd always be the one to wake you up when you were sleeping. But this time, when all of this is over, will you come to wake me up? I promise. I like that more. Zelda! No! Look Link's face. He's in shock. And the first time you actually see Link's crying. Yeah, he's kinda sad. He actually cried a little bit. But he promised, and now he will fulfill his promise. I pass way too much of my time. That's something. But anyway, this is an important moment, so I don't mind. Hope you guys don't mind also. It's so awesome. I see you've said goodbye. Now you must keep the promise you made to her. You must find the Triforce. Return to your time. There's work to be done there. Do not fear for Zelda. I will watch over her. Go now and fulfill your destiny. You bet on it. Anyway, now let's go for the piece of herd before we actually stop it. That's sad, I mean, I must say. It's almost the time, so you've returned. 10, you know everything. On the other side of the gate is Zelda waits, suspending in sleep without end. But do not despair, for she is still alive and well. True to the legend, the Triforce is the one thing with a power to vanquish demise. It is thought to have been hidden within Skyloft by the gods. Sadly, that is all we know of where it is rests. All other clues to its whereabouts have been lost through the ages. Lunar have likely come to the same conclusion, but I will spell it out just the same. The key to find the Triforce must be in the Skyloft. Go now, Lunar. Find the Triforce. Whoa, there, hold up. Lunar, there's something I got to tell you. So Zelda, how's she's holding up? Is she okay when you saw her? She's great. She was all good to hear. But she's still stuck there till this whole mess blows over, huh? Lunar, I've made up my mind. I'm not going back. I'm staying right here with Granny. And don't look so bummed out. Do I look sad? Nah, I'm doing what I want to do. I don't know how to explain it. I got this feeling in my belly that there's work to do here. Someone's got to watch that big ugly monster, and someone got to make sure Granny's doing alright. It ain't as action-packed as what you're doing, but maybe this is my destiny. Know what I mean? Besides, it's not bad here. Living up in the sky was okay, I guess, but don't. Don't you just love the way it smells down here? What? That's not a weird to say. Check it out. Zelda and Granny have brought life back to the land here. I bet even the weakest sapling could grow into the piece of a tree in soil like this. It brightened his place up a little too. I mean, sure, it's take a few years for it grows, and as far as I'm concerned, I got nothing but time. It's weird to say out loud, but that's just how I feel right now. So yeah, you know, when you get back to the Skyloft, do me a favor and let people know I'm doing okay down here. Calling in street might get a little emotional since they look up to me, but I'll tell them I'm happy, okay? Thanks, Lunar. Okay. You can cave that, you can't dig that, so don't try. And so let's get the piece of it before you actually stop. Yeah, it goes a bit further than I like, but yeah, if it's necessary to cut it in half, you know what I do. Anyway, bye bye. So there's Gorko. Is there something different about your sword? Or is it just me? Either way, but you have to got rid of those bad guys down there. Oh, hey buddy. You would probably want to know that I have seen blessed butterflies flapping around here lately. Too bad I have absolutely no musical ability whatsoever. I could not create a beautiful tune to save my life. Yeah, so let's take care of them and let's show the true power of the Master Sword. Yeah, 2 hits, down. 2 hits, down. And take fly away also, that's funny. Or ornaments go. Gatos. So ornaments go here. Go 2 of them. Nothing more? Nothing more. Let's go back to Gorko. Or whatever is his name. Oh, hey buddy. You would probably want to know what I have seen blessed butterflies flapping around lately. Too bad I have no music ability whatsoever. Create a beautiful tunes to save my life. Yeah, you said that again. So right here, play the harp. There you go. It appears the thing. Whoa, I think my heart is stopped. This is it. The discovery of our lifetime. Of a lifetime. There's no mistake in it. This symbol must mark one of the god's walls, left for the hero by the goddess. Okay, let me talk to him. Come across an ancient volume in the course of research. Do you want to know what it had to say? Of course. Arrow in repose. Your hands, yeah. So that's what he wanted you to draw. Draw an arrow. Arrow in repose. So it must be on the horizontal. Anyway, starting from here, I'm going to do like that. Yeah, I can get the arrow from those. Not be the best arrow you're going to see in your life, but it's an arrow. Anyway. There you go. Sweet Goron! So that's what the ancient Britain meant by striking targets from afar. To helping me out on my research, I would like to give you a little something. The second last piece of heart. So just left one. The magical power of the goddess war returns after time has passed. So come by help me by my research again sometime, okay? No, I don't need to do that. Because I got what I want. Actually. Anyway. Stopping by here at the Zelda Temple. And I'll see you guys on the next one. So if you like, please rate, comment, and subscribe. Bye bye. Yeah, Teddy's out over there waiting for us.